Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for bench press day. And today I got a full workout and got in a little bit earlier. Started training around 9 a.m., finished by 10, so that again I can work with this heat a little bit better. Now I realized when I went to do the 315 it felt relatively heavy, so I decided for now I'm not going to try to push the bleeding edge. I want to just get a nice solid training response, some good quality reps. Because I know I don't have those rep PRs yet, I have to get bigger. I have to gain muscle, and as I gain a little more muscle, I'll start pushing those back up. So 6 felt nice and challenging. I felt like I could have ground out another rep if I had to, right? Could have ground out one more with a good pause if I had to, but I'm like, you know what? This is a very, very good stimulating set. Let's get right over into accessory work and let me get bigger. If I can start PRing on some of this accessory work, then I know I can start pushing that again and try to get that 9th rep, because I've got 8 reps 3 times. I haven't done that in over a week, right? But I've also been dealing with the heat, been dealing with the fatigue of that. So ultimately what I have to remember, that's going to be based on muscle mass. Okay, I made a really good run of it, got my shoulder health on point, my shoulders don't hurt, everything feels good. I was able to put some muscle in my chest, some muscle in my arms, and that little resurgence gave me that big boost in my bench strength. Now I've kind of hit a little bit of a plateau and I'm very close to my goal. That goal is 405 this year, but I have 5 months left. I have 5 months left this year. Not a big deal. What do I need to do? Set back and grow. I need to spend another month just stacking on muscle. All right, that means I've got to keep the recovery on point. I need these high quality work sets. So I went ahead and did all 3 of my sets today with 245. I managed to get 10 on everything. All right, that's a good place to be in. Because I know that for me, when I can get for back off work 3 sets of 10 with 225, I can generally bench 365, whether that's close grip or wide grip, right? Historically, we know that's the case. If I can close grip that weight, I've done 365, meaning after I've done something heavy first, right? A training max or an all-out set. All right, we know that historically. Oh, I managed to get 3 sets of 10 today with a 245, okay? That's a really, really good place. What I have to decide from here is, do I need to take this out to more reps? Do I need to drop down to 225, maybe get sets of 15, build that work capacity? And I think ultimately, I don't know that there's a lot of difference between them. I think at this point, I may need to just micro load this up. Okay, see if I can get my 3 sets of 10 max up. Right? Not even a 10 rep, but a 3 by 10 training weight. Okay, get that up. When I can get that a little bit higher, we're probably in a good place. Part of me wants to come in and do some incline work. Part of me is like, man, I really feel like the incline work gives me some benefits, but I'm also going, is it going to beat my shoulders up? All right. So I might get to a point where I work some of that back in. Is that going to limit the total tricep work I can do? I think it might. Because today I went ahead and went real hard on triceps. Very, very happy with those results on triceps. But because I feel like the tricep work is going to help the most with the volume. Because I tend to start struggling with lockouts. I tend to struggle with lockouts on this rep work. And the pause rep work like this, I think adds a lot to giving me power out of the bottom. Okay. So I need to keep working triceps. And I need to do the Skullcrushers. I feel like they hammer my triceps the hardest. JM presses do give me a lot of bench carryover. But I feel like if I can just keep getting my triceps bigger, my shoulder health will be on point. Because that's one of the issues we run into also. Longer arm lifters, we have to be careful of our shoulder health. And one of the reasons I point out the triceps, we have that really long stroke. We have a long distance we have to push the weight. All right, what tends to happen is if we're not careful, our delts take over near the lockout. And I can see that when I start getting to challenging reps on the rep work, the bar path drifts in such a way that would indicate that my delts are trying to take over for my triceps. Well, it can be the same thing on the maxes. So if I keep just building the pecs from the volume, the maxes tend to be real dependent upon triceps. So just get my triceps bigger and stronger through any means necessary. Yes, I could work in some JM presses eventually. I want to get good at getting really strong at the skull crushers. I feel like if I can get to where they're not beating me up like they did last time I got to the weight I'm using now, which today went really good. My elbows feel good. I'm still getting tricep DOMs in the long head though. I'm still getting it there. And it's never fully going away at this point. And I think it's because my long head just is not used to this level of training. It's just not. But we also know the long head matters on maxes. And I feel like if I can keep bringing that up, what's that going to translate to for maxes? Okay, it's going to translate to a lot better maxes for me. So in keeping with that trend, I did that. Now, I didn't do power curls today. I really liked the way the hammer curls felt last time, so I went ahead and went real hard on hammer curls. I did supersets on these with my skull crushers. All right. Again, changing it up, letting those bicep tendons rest. So this is going to be a whole week where I didn't do the power curls. All right. So I may switch back in and go back to hitting the power curls this next workout and see if we can start PRing on those again. Get my biceps bigger, get my grip stronger. Again, helpful on my deadlift, helpful at the bottom of my bench. Okay. All right, that's a good goal. But yeah, we got tens with this today, with this weight on the skull crusher. All right, I'm happy with that. This pretty much is about the strongest my triceps have been. So I like seeing that trend. Hammer curls, though, I really left a lot in the tank. The 10s weren't extremely challenging. And so the last set, I didn't even count. I just started repping it out. I got at least 15 reps. This is with 52s. It's like, come on. All right. So I know my bicep and grip strength is definitely improved. I'm not normally that strong when I've done hammer curls in the past. I can usually get about 12 to 13 if I go all out with that weight. So again, I know that I've improved there. That also tells me the power curls have carried over to the hammer curls. Okay, my hammer curls are a little stronger and I haven't done them. All right, well the power curls are probably helping. But I wanted to just not load everything so much today on that, my spine, because I'm doing all the deadlifting, I'm doing the good mornings. And again, I wanted to change it up just a little bit due to potential for overuse. But so I'll probably go back to the power curls this next time. But I like hammer curls. I do like hammer curls. I think they're one of the better arm exercises out there just because of the grip training. So I wanted to just do them today again. And we'll go back and I'll probably work the power curls in tomorrow. Next workout. Keep pushing these skull crushers. Keep pushing the strength on the rep work on the bench. And then I think I'll be able to push that top set back up. All right, and I finished my triceps up with these. Again, wanted to get the blood flow, get the pump in them, make sure that I'm hitting really high volumes. I mean, 10 sets for triceps today. If we count all the benching as tricep work, and I do, it's 10 total sets, although the muscles hit are quite different. Again, I feel like if I can keep my triceps growing, my bench rep work will be able to get a little stronger on the top end sets. Meaning getting that 3x10, because then my triceps aren't wearing out. I can get the better pump in my chest. Okay, my legs are looking thick there, though. Legs are looking thick. I feel like I'm getting a little leaner again. Right? I feel like we're getting a little bit leaner. It's a good thing. It's all this heat. It's probably a factor. And hopefully we have a good squat and deadlift day tomorrow, right? And I want to keep pushing the good mornings there. Keep pushing the triceps here, keep pushing up the rep work, and I'll get that bench up. I mean, again, I just did the 6s today. I'll get that back up higher, and I'm going to get to that 10 reps on it, and when I do, I'm going to bench 405. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.